Hello YouTube. Today, well, as you can see, it's already around me, but I'm giving you a quick tour of a build I'm doing in creative at the current moment. What the fuck is this guy? What the fuck is he? I don't know, no. You don't get to interrupt me and just live like that. Where the hell are you, gang? Oh, there you are. Oh, where do you think you're going? Aye, get your ass back over here. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? You disrespectful ass. Oh man. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Look what happens. Look what happens. Know your place, boy. You you lesser life form. You non-existent scum. Get you. You know better than is his name Johnny Sims or some shit from GTA 4? You're no better than him. You're dead now. Anyways, like I was back to what I was doing. So this is my well, it's pretty small right now, but it's my up and coming large scale World War I battle scene, I guess. World War I, I guess recreation in Minecraft. To give you a quick rundown, the guys on the right over here are Russian soldiers, so this takes place in the Eastern Front. And the guys on the right side here are obviously, German soldiers and everything. Because we all know that the Austrian Hungarians did not last that long. So I guess it takes place like around 1916 to 17-ish, the build I'm thinking. Because well, you know if you know history, the Austria-Hungarians didn't do very well during the war, so they eventually had to get reinforcements by the Germans. So at some point, I might, you know, work them in here somehow. I don't know when I'll do that, but somehow I'll do that. But eventually, I'm probably gonna change it up a bit. Like, for an example, if the trench goes far enough towards a certain direction, or for crying out loud, I might just, you know, make it somewhere else on a different part of the open world here. You just add like I guess I don't know towns and stuff in between it that will like slowly transition between the war-ridden landscape to like slightly damaged suburban households and stuff, and it'll eventually move on to like more fixed maybe civilian field homes until it hits to the other side of the war, so the Western Front now. And that's where I'll start adding like French and British troops and maybe a couple tanks here and there. I'm not too sure if they used like tanks on a large scale like they did in the Western Front on the Eastern Front. For crying out, I don't even know if they used planes and everything, so I'm gonna have to, look that up later and get my historical facts right. But anyways, let's show you the first part of the build. If I remember correctly, the first section I built was like right here, I think. No, yeah, it's right here. No, I'll get onto that later. First, let's go through the trenches. I'm still working on that part, but my idea for this, I'm definitely gonna add more soldiers in this small little trench line right here. It's more of a dugout than anything, but it's like a group of soldiers that are going to be cut off from the trench line here, and a bunch of Russians are going to be coming from over here from the more dilapidated side, I guess, the more rubby, damaged side, trying to advance forward over here, while these guys try to cover the dudes in here while they dig their way and connect the rest of this little area here with the rest of the trench over there. As this is just gonna be like a different sector, I guess. So this one's probably gonna end like more over there or something. I don't know. I'm still thinking. I'm making it as I go, I guess. There ain't shit in there. There ain't anything in this one either. But we come over here. We got, the guys helping them out and everything. This guy's like watching out for the very real, totally not non-existent Russian soldiers just off over there. This guy is, like, oh, they need help. I got my shovel yet. Well, we continue down the trench line. Here's some areas you can, look over, you know, that stuff. Yeah, just a whole lot of, this, I was basing it off of those, what the heck is it called, it's not, what the hell is it, it's not permanent, no, it's like, my fucking brain just stopped working, but yeah, just cover, I guess, from the rain. This spot got hit, in my mind, it got hit by a big artillery shell that would, like, misplace the dirt and everything. It kind of messed everything up around here. Oh yeah, by the way, I tried to get the armor stands to look as close to the German uniforms during the time. I also did the same for the Russians as well. Surprisingly, the Germans and the Russians have some pretty similar colored pants. But yeah, this is my best recreation of the German uniform. I'm pretty proud of it. Then we got this guy. I was gonna do something with him, but at the current moment, he's just staring over here. He's just in utter shock of the chaos going on in front of him. He's seen and heard horrendous things throughout his life. Anyways, back to what I was doing. Yeah, we continue down the trench, and we get onto the absolute epic battle scene I created here. We got these guys in a little foxhole shooting these the Russians, attacking them. I don't really know what the thought process was of the Russian soldier in this situation. He charged the German soldier, armed and everything, with an axe. So yeah, not very smart guy. We got this guy. See, now this guy's a little smarter, using, like, I guess this quick makeshift dugout right here to, pop this guy real quick, while this guy is in my mind, in certain angles it does look like he's gonna shoot his homie, but in my mind he's more of trying to hit one of these guys right here, not this guy. He's gonna shoot this guy. See, I thought this out. Big brain time. Thought this out. Then we got the fight scene. I used a fishing rod, as you can see, to angle them to where it looks like they're like shovels and blades and stuff are like clashing together and everything. This guy, he's not very alive anymore. He's pretty dead. He's like, oh, I gotta get in there. Oh, yeah, and then, yeah, whatever. Over here, we got the guy hitting the absolute wicked move to just get reflected, by the most, like, generic sword block he could ever think of. And I got this guy like, charge and everything. Got this guy, about to pop him after, hitting that aura move, so he's pretty dead either way. Got him loading his crossbow, while this guy is like coming over here to kind of like, reinforce these guys is their left flank, because as you can see, they're outnumbered. At least I think, honestly. No, I guess on this side they're pretty outnumbered, but on this side I don't think so, honestly. I think they got the upper hand over here. But yeah, that's it over here. Got these guys. He's loading his crossbow after taking a shot. I don't know who he would have shot. But then we got this poor fellow in the little hole here. He thought he was sneaky. Well, as you can see, he's pretty fucked. Not much you can do in this situation. I was gonna be a little, a little inhumane and put another guy right here, making it so he's even more screwed than he already is. And then we hop back over here, right? Um, oh yeah, right here. It's supposed to be one of these things right here, one of these things, getting hit by artillery, and all the like fragments from it and everything like flew everywhere and got misplaced and everything. But then over here, where this lamp is lighting up, I'm probably gonna like, put a sign here or something. But if you come in here, it's like their little makeshift bunker they have that they dug out. And look, it even has a campfire and everything for warmth and heat, and all that stuff. And a storage chest. But yeah, this is where I like to imagine that they come to sleep occasionally and everything, and cozy down. And then, got more guys moving throughout the trench and everything. Got him, but take a shot over here because you can see the glimpse of a couple Russian soldiers about to, dome his boy over here. And then there's just another bunker, just another one. And in here we got some guys warming their hands on the fire and everything. Cause it's a pretty cold night on the Eastern Front. Gotta keep your fingers warm. By far the most important part of your body, besides your legs or something. And this is just for I keep building supplies. It's not like it's very important. I had an idea to use the dead coral here like barbed wire, but I don't know. I had second thoughts about it. I would consider it in the future, but at the current moment, no, I think I'm good on that. And got their little music player. Got to keep the troops' morale up somehow. But yeah, yeah. I like when you come here and you angle it right, just right, just right. Maybe a little. There's a sweet spot here. Yeah, there we go. You can see the little like smoke from both sides of the enemy trench. Not enemy trench, both sides of the trenches. The smoke coming out of them. Yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. And this is where I just this at this point in time, this is where I'm like, like dyeing the uniforms and everything to get the color I want. Hey, look at that, there's powdered snow building up in here. Won't let me grab it for some reason, but alright. But yeah, this is what I used to dye the uniforms and everything. But see, look at, see. This is what I was talking about, the whole, like, this being barbed wire thing. I was considering it, but I might remove this, honestly. I don't really know yet, though. I'm considering it. Because in some cases, yeah, it looks alright, but, like, in other times, did they really use this kind of barbed wire in World War One, or did they use the more like like the straight barbed wire that are like connected to those wood poles? But it's just a thought, I guess. But now we get onto the Russian side of things, right? And this is the Russian uniform. I can't remember exactly which one I based it off of, but it's just your standard infantry uniform. At some point, though, I am considering like putting like officers and stuff and like non-commissioned officers, NCOs and whatever, like running amok, try at least make their uniforms look a little different from, you know, like the rest of the troops. But yeah, you come over here, it's a lot of the same things basically. Then we got the Russian bunker, right? The Russian bunker. Pretty similar to the German one, but it has one of my favorite details in here. Don't really know what this guy's doing, but yeah. Yeah, see, got some Russian guys dancing in here, you know. And you got the music player. Um, not too sure what they'll be listening to, but I don't know. Probably some Rasputin playing on that. There we go. Yeah, yeah. If I was Russian, I'd jam out to that. Don't know why I'm looking inside there, but I wanted to make it so that they're like the beds are more improvised, I guess, and try to make them look like sleeping bags more. And so I decided to just, you know, dig them into the ground because it's the closest thing we have to sleeping bags in this game. But then yeah, just a lot of more of the same things over here. But we got this that is like, I guess whatchamacallit, I guess a two-way trench. You can either go this way, and this is where all these guys are coming from, or you can go this way, which no one's probably going to be going this way for a while, because you know, it got bombed and everything, and this is the closest thing I could get to you know, dead guys in this. So yeah, yeah, just some helmets here and there. Like, I like to imagine that they're like, something in Russian. My legs! My legs! Oh my God, they got Jerry. Oh, that's the most least Russian sounding name. Oh God. Oh yeah, yeah, the wife and kids too. God, why couldn't it be me? Me, I say, me. I have nothing. Anyways, keep going over here. Got like, I don't know, pretty boring, pretty boring. The Russian side, yeah, I spent less time on, so there's not a whole lot of nothing over here. But it's just the same thing over and over and over again until we hit over here. My idea with this part is that this trench is gonna be like less developed and everything, and like there's gonna be guys digging it out still and everything, working on it. While you know, got like more guys over here digging, and another group of guys over here. Basically the same thing for the Germans I had over here for an idea, but I guess they're like less developed on this section of the trench line than the rest of the Germans on this side. But yeah, besides that, that's about it. Uh, to whoever watches this, I guess, thank you. Thank you for wasting like, what, 18 minutes of your life listening to me blabber on about this World War I build I made. Anyways, thank you, and goodbye.